The man who's devoted his life to surgery. It's the one and only Pete Burns, or to give him his full name, Pete Burns Unit.
Pete Burns is obviously a very, very troubled man, woman, thing. Oh, let me kiss his lips. But those lips, they're tragic. Whoa.
His lips are just like the biggest sausages you've ever seen.
Pete Burns was
famous for being in Dead or Alive around kind of 1985. Even then, he'd actually had a nose job and he used to wear an eye patch. And he says he wore the eye patch to kind of hide the fact that he'd had a bit of a botched nose job. In around 2000 was when he started this massive plastic surgery procedure.
What I was looking to achieve before I went in for my operation was to look like one of my childhood sketches.
What can you even say to that? Don't doodle? Perhaps? I don't know. What a lunatic.
Pete Burns is probably like a doodle if you'd taken 7 or 8 drops of acid and drank sambucas of Ricky Haddon all night.
It emerged in 2006 that he'd had this massive battle to correct a botched lip job that had been done a couple of years before.
He'd had some kind of filler injected into it and he'd had like a really bad reaction.
My lips were getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and I was just so unhappy with them. I couldn't stand the look on my face, and then my cheeks swelled, and then my neck swelled. And it did explode. Yellow pus cups of it discharging from my face.
Oh, I mean, that would put me off getting my lips done. No end.
When you're faced with a complication with this is disastrous. It's terrible. You know, you can't sort of put a little bit of makeup on this and cover it up.
Suicidal. I felt suicidal. I was deformed. I couldn't leave the house for 7 months. I had a nervous breakdown. I was so depressed. I was on antidepressants. I went to see literally every top Harley Street surgeon that there was, and they recommended lip amputation. Luckily, I found a cosmetic surgeon based in Italy, and he reconstructed lips for me, got rid of all the scars. 2 years of operations it was, you know.
And then it was in 2007 that he ended up winning his legal battle and won like £450,000 or something like that, which he probably then spent on more surgery because he's continued down the surgery route ever since.
I'm gonna slightly slant my eyes and probably have some liposuction on my stomach.
Outside, he's just made a mess of himself, but for some people, I suppose, they're trying to get an image which suits what they are inside, and for him, it's kind of plasticine-y. He's become this kind of figurehead as to all that is weird and crazy and slightly disturbing about plastic surgery.
It's still in process. I've recently had my nose made bigger, tattooed permanent makeup on, permanent eyebrows and eyeliner. I'm perfectly happy with the way I look.